Kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Escondido in California. And I'm just looking at these bags under my eyes. I am so exhausted right now. I had an awesome day today. I've been awake since like 3:40 this morning. I got to go babysit the youngest grandson today. It was awesome. He is just such a bundle of energy, such a delight to babysit. Had a lot of fun with him. And then when he was, and I had Zephy with me, but she was in her crate because she's about the same height as Bo. Yeah, so my grandson and my dog are about the same height. Well, actually, she went up to give him a kiss at one point and poked him in the eye with her nose. He wasn't sure what to think about Zephy, and so I kept the two of them apart. So most of the time when Bo was up and playing around and all that, Zephy was in her crate. She was not a happy camper about that at all. But then when Bo was down for his naps and stuff, I was outside with her in the backyard, tossing tennis balls, just having a complete blast. And I've tried to upload a video a couple of times that I took of her running around the backyard, but for some reason it won't upload. Don't know why. Not sure what's going on with that, but hopefully I'll get it uploaded because it's hilarious with her chasing the balls, and then later on that afternoon she was kind of doing these little bunny hop things. It was hilarious. And I had Bo outside with me as well at one point, and so I was in one direction picking up tennis balls and racing after the grandson in another direction, and then playing with him while Zephy's ripping around us, running circles around us in fast motion and all that sort of stuff. She is now conked out on the couch. We got back home. We got back to Sparkles. We went for a walk. She did her thing, and she got back into the RV, and she just took off running. I'm like, are you not exhausted with all the running around? But she did her usual running backwards and forwards, up and down the RV, and then she jumped up on the couch, laid down, and that's been her ever since. She hasn't. Oh no, she's moved to have food and drink, and that's it. She's not even interested in going outside at all. It's sort of like, I'm done. So she's completely conked out on the couch. And if I move, she kind of like lifts her head up, has a look, and puts her head back down. And normally if I go into the bedroom and I was in there, actually no, she did come into the bedroom because I'm getting ready to visit the DMV tomorrow to get my real ID. So pulling all the paper, I had to go to lockbox, get the paperwork and stuff out. So of course she's in there like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But she just laid there on the bed with her head down, and then she'd put her head up every time I pulled something out. And so I said, well, what's that? And then she put her head back down again. So managed to have a fun day babysitting. Had a very tired dog who is going to be super annoyed with me tomorrow because I can't take her to the DMV with me, and the DMV is an hour drive north of here. Well, actually, no, sorry, 30 minutes north of here. And my appointment's at 2 o'clock, so I've got no idea how long I'll actually be there. So I'm taking guesses. What's your guess for me being at the DMV tomorrow? My appointment's at 2 o'clock to get my real ID. How long am I going to be stuck at the DMV? There's your question for tomorrow. Yeah, so New Year's Eve, I'm going to be stuck at the DMV. Now, this appointment came up by chance, absolutely purely by chance, because I've been trying since I got back into California to get into the DMV to get my license renewed and the real ID thingy all done and everything else, and their earliest appointment was March. And I'm like going all around the DMVs in Southern California. Earliest appointment I could get was March. So I tried again at the beginning of this month, the day after my birthday. Yeah, tried it on December 10th. Tried again. Happened to get an appointment for tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and I'm like, yes, thank you. So I've got all my documentation ready. There's just one little piece I'm missing, and I'm trying to find where I wrote the note, because I'm not sure if although they sent me a confirmation email with the little QR code thingy on it for easy check-in tomorrow. So I have that flagged and marked so it's easy to find when I get there tomorrow, because it says they help with speedy check-in. But I'm not sure, and I know I've done the online thing for the real ID. So, and I have all the paperwork ready to go. So we shall see. It's going to be interesting since I don't have a permanent address, and I'm using my mailbox address. So that'll be interesting to see what they put down for that and how they're going to deal with that. And if they won't give me a real ID, I'm just going to say, then give me a regular driver's license. Totally understand. I always travel with my passports anyway, so that's not going to be an issue. So are you ready for 2020? Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. I know there's a lot of people that are like, oh my gosh, New Year's Eve, I can't wait for the new year to start and all that sort of stuff. I have so much to do. I'm just sort of like, I have till Friday to get it done. So I'm just sort of like, we got this. I will do some work in the morning. I will double check all my documentation is ready to go. I will have it in my bag ready to go. So when I pick up my bag, it's all there. In fact, I'll make sure it's all in there tonight. I'm just going to figure out which bag to take, because one of the documents, which is my citizenship one, I can't bend. It's got big things. You can't copy it. You can't bend it. So I'm going to have to figure out which bag to take to keep it flat. That'll be fun. But are you ready for 2020? Have you got your goals set? Have you done your vision board for 2020? I have been, I attended I think I told you guys this on Saturday, attended an amazing webinar put on by the awesome Vanessa Hunter, all about, 2020 vision boards, vision boarding and all that sort of stuff. And I did vision boards in the past and they hadn't worked because I didn't have an emotional connection to them. Yes, that picture looked pretty. Yes, it would be nice to have that, but there was no story to the picture and there was no emotional connection or empowerment to the picture. So I and taking my time getting that done for a reason, because I need to think about what my word of, I came up with the word the other day, explosive. I just feel like this year I've been planting a lot of seeds and doing a lot of watering and stuff, and I just feel like the 2020 they're all going to come to fruition. Although I did crush a few seeds. I did put them in the wrong area of the garden. So I might have to do some replanting. But we shall see. It'll all work out. It'll all work out how it's supposed to work out, and I've got no problem with that. So yeah, so are you ready for 2020? I know I'm just going full out. I have my goals set. I am working on goals right now. In fact, I'm actually I've did some of the work this morning, and I'm probably not going to do any more of the work till Wednesday. I'm actually going to work New Year's Day just in the office area, just getting stuff done, because I have a lot of stuff that needs to get done before Friday, before close of business on Friday. Yes. And a very dear friend of mine, we reconnected the other day. We hadn't spoken for a few months, and we had a great connecting call. And she's like, Helen, I really need help with this. So we've set up our own little accountability call on Friday. So come Friday, I told her what I had to have done by Friday. So we shall see. And my project board behind me is going to undergo a drastic transformation in the next few days. That's one of the things I got to get done by Friday, is get this thing updated. There's a lot of stuff that's happened where I haven't removed the post-it notes yet. So for steps that I've taken towards goals, and then my new goals, my main projects for 2020 are going to be going up there, along with the steps all broken down. So for those of you wondering about my project board here, there's my project board. And the big pieces at the top, notice how I love post-its, the big piece at the top to say what the project actually is. And then each post-it note is a step towards that project, and written in the corner of, well, these ones here is project, that's project, this is my current to-do list. In fact, there's some of those I can take off already. But each of these steps have numbers in the corner telling me how many minutes each of those, each step is going to take. So if I find myself with a spare 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, a spare hour or something, I can go to the board and go, okay, what have I got? And each step on there can be done less than an hour. So I can go up there and I go, oh, this one only takes 20 minutes. I'll go get that done right now. And I peel it off, go sit down and do it. I've got to go through those because I've actually done some of them and I just haven't taken them off the board. And I know I've done them. So my goal going into by the end of this week is to have this completely reorganized and updated and everything else, to have my big hairy goals for 2020 up there, with all their little steps broken down and everything else. I'm well stocked on post-it notes. I've got an entire basket here. And when I was getting my documents ready for tomorrow, I found a whole bunch more post-it notes. So I definitely have more than enough post-it notes to get my project boards updated. So over the next few days, you will see my project board undergoing a change as I get that up and ready for 2020. I'm even though New Year's is actually on Wednesday, I'm giving myself till Friday to get everything in line for 2020. Although I've got some stuff that's automatically happening on Thursday because it's been set up to go. And on maybe tomorrow morning, depending on how my timing goes for tomorrow, because for when I've got to leave to go to the DMV. But I've got another automatic thing to go out on Thursday, so I need to get that set up. So that'll be some of tomorrow morning, but definitely on Wednesday I will be working on that. So Wednesday I will be in the I wish I had shared. I wish I had shares in Post-it notes too. Trust me. What's the purple one? It says free, free, free. This is a bingo game. Bingo board game that I'm coming up with for clients, things to do, and I'm still 6 squares empty. So the purple one in the middle is the free square that everybody always gets. So I'm still working on. I still have 6 squares left to go. That's these ones here, but the rest of them are all filled in. So, yeah, I really wish I had shares and Post-its as well. So Kathy, you're not the only one wanting to have shares and Post-its. So yeah, so that's me getting ready for 2020, even though it'll be 20, yeah. So Thursday I've got stuff that's set up to go, to ignite, to start going out, which is going to be awesome. It is super, super exciting. And then I came up with another idea related to that today while I was babysitting. So I've actually started the process of setting that up as well. So my goal that I need to finish by, that I am determined to finish by Friday, is actually going to be a bit of overachievement. But you know, when the mood hits, when the ideas strike, you know, opportunity. What is it? Sun Tzu's saying is opportunities multiply when they are seized. So when the idea hits, strike. You know, the opportunity. And as Richard Branson said, say yes, then figure it out, which is basically what I'm doing in 2020. Well, with most of what I've got coming up in 2020, it's like I've said yes, and now I've got to figure it out. So my big hairy ass goals for 2020 are huge. I have no idea how they're going to happen. I just know they are going to happen. Although right now I just don't know. Yeah. So are you ready for 2020? What's some of your goals that you've got there? What are some of your big, scary goals? Oh, there was, what was it? I did a quote earlier today. I think it was today or yesterday or the day before. One of the few days. It was an Eleanor Roosevelt one about stepping out in fear or something like that and just keep moving or something. I can't remember what it was, but go check it on my Facebook page. I know I put it there, but it's a really cool quote for stepping out and stepping through fear. So that's it from me. I've got to go find one more piece of paper for tomorrow. So I'm going to go locate that, then figure out which bag I'm going to put everything in. In fact, I might take my backpack with me because then I can throw stuff in there to do like my backup, power backup for the phone. Because, oh yeah. How long do you think it's going to take me to the DMV tomorrow? Most people have said with the Real ID, they've been in and out in 30 minutes when they've had an appointment. So I'm hoping that that's going to be true, because poor Zephy's going to be back here in the RV locked up in her crate, and she's not going to like it after being in her crate most of today as well. So we'll see. But anyway, have a super fantastic sparkling evening. I'm off to find my one piece of paper, and then probably going to hit the hay early tonight because these big bags under my. I already fell asleep watching some movie up there, and then I realized I'd seen it before, so it didn't matter that I had missed half of it. What can I say? When you wake up at 3:40 and then you go, and then at 7 o'clock you're at your son's place to babysit your youngest grandson. I mean, and you're chasing him all around the house, and then you're out, and while he's resting, you're outside playing with the dog and having the dog run up and down the backyard. So that was pretty cool. So babysitting today, DMV tomorrow. Yeah, New Year's Day at the DMV. Actually, New Year's Eve at the DMV. That is going to be interesting. All right, I'm out of here. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening. He konera.